Hello, I'm John King, and this is a quick introduction to Regenerative Farm Business Management, creating sound choices using Allan Savory's holistic management. Okay, so the first two workshops looked at landscape issues and how we can use tools to make a difference. Now let's explore the next level up, strategic management. This is the leadership part of the course. Farming is arguably the most complex profession there is. Seldom does anything else come close. And there are many more expectations and compliances than there used to be for farmers, meaning there are many distractions keeping them on their toes. So when life is pointing you in so many different directions, how do you align everything? Especially since change is scary. Well, there are two approaches. Firstly, you can change the way you do things. And this is where many spend their time. And even with the training that I give, people just want to work with just their grazing planning or their fertilizer regime or livestock breed. But these are just another stick, you know what I mean? They're small changes. Or you can change the way you see things. And this allows you to find opportunities by being equal or above your problems. It's the discovery of new perspectives which open minds to opportunities and creates enthusiasm. So the focus of creating sound choices is quality of life, and there are many things that contribute to that. So here are 4 factors to learn these skills. First is to understand what it is you are managing, as many of us overlook this in our rush to achieve singular goals, only to find problems emerge elsewhere. It requires asking some deeper questions all around what you're trying to do with your time and resources, what makes life worth living, and what resources and behaviours will sustain your success. You know, what is it you're really trying to contribute to the world? In doing so, it brings together the present and the future seamlessly. That's that holistic perspective again. This change in perspective is welcomed as farmers are curious and motivated to work better with their surroundings. And even the academics agree, a holistic perspective makes good business sense. And some even credit these perspectives to saving their career and lifestyle. Secondly, creating a culture of curiosity. How do you become open to new perspectives to develop opportunities? That's about giving yourself permission to change, to develop enthusiasm about your journey. So you've got to want to change and be prepared for that disruption. Once engaged, then the challenge is finding evidence to ensure your actions are taking you towards your context. Furthermore, who can you draw on in your network? Our success rides on the shoulders of others, so who will those people be? Find people who inspire you, that are happy to spend time with you in any change you make. Thirdly, explore the soundness of your options, and this is where new habits and routines come to the fore. We all know life is a series of actions to achieve objectives or goals, right? But often this technique is responsible for ignoring solutions, creating problems because you weren't aware of the bigger picture. Creating sound choices offers another process. Starting with a goal or a decision or a choice, the holistic context is always the reference point. Once a desired outcome, one that aligns with the context, is determined, 7 checks are used to determine what action and what criteria to monitor its progress. The feedback loop is the most important part of the process, as the longer you're off track, the more time and money it will take to get back on track. Now this process is simple. In fact, it takes seconds with practice, but its real value is during times of stress and doubt. So it's the process of checking which creates consistency and clarity with actions and progress, so they align with the context. After all, that's where you want to be, right? The last point is to know and observe your footprint. This is where understanding what to look for in the environment is so important. Unless you can describe relationships between eco-processes and the tools, you'll be unable to progress landscape function, which is an important part of the future resource base. This is why the first workshop is on the ecosystem processes and the second workshop looks at the grazing to make that a reality and to gain confidence. On the other hand, describing the context must come before financial planning because there's no point in spending a cent unless it's contributing towards your context. Only through testing options towards your context will you find the greatest movement in the quality of life you and your family are striving for. So the biggest shift is in self-confidence, from becoming aware there are other ways of doing things than what you thought there were before, and those things are common sense and practical. So a quick summary. Creating sound choices starts with new insights to see opportunities where before there were problems. And just like a fitness program, there are new habits and routines to learn at focusing on improving quality of life. These are the books which contain all the information on Allan Savory's holistic management. It's all public knowledge. But just like setting your driver's license, all this pales into significance until you practice it. With 25 years of working with these techniques, what I bring is a whole lot of insights, experiences, and examples that demonstrate the many different ways people use them to build a pathway to create opportunities. That is why coming to a workshop is so valuable. You get to practice in the immediate company of others, to get over the hesitancy to start, and experience the techniques to clarify in real time what they are meant to do. And this last quote is one of the best descriptions of the process. I'm John King, and if you have questions about this or any of my other videos, give me a call.